Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Reel DnD Podcast.
Ooh.
I am your lovely DM, lovely now, Kat, and these are my awesome players, minus one. Keith will not be able to make it tonight, so Keith is going to be played as an NPC by me, just for some clarification. But where we last left off, 3 of our players were on their way or already at the elusive history building, waiting for the history club meeting to start. And the other player, Grayson, was on his way to the biology club meeting. So, as you guys make your way towards your locations, is there anything else you're gonna do right before you enter your buildings?
Can I put my phone on a voice memo, record before I walk in?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I think Lawrence will take Heath aside, put his hand on his shoulder, and it's like, okay, Heath,
Yes.
remember the importance of tonight. There may be danger. There may be attacking. There may be fighting. You may have to kill someone. You may be in mortal danger. You have to understand there might be violence. Don't start anything, but if it happens, end it.
So that's why you told me to bring weapons?
Yes.
Are you sure that it's safe? Should we just go?
I believe it's safer if we go. And if we don't go, we might miss critical information.
Okay. And do you walk inside?
If he's all right with it, I go.
Yeah. So you and Keith make your way towards the door, and as you do, you run into Howie, who's also walking inside. You make your way into the lobby, and standing outside waiting for you is... Why am I forgetting my main NPC? Is Duncan. Duncan is standing outside waiting for you guys, and he goes, "Oh, I'm really glad that you guys could make it."
Thank you for having us, Duncan.
Yes, Duncan.
Good to be here.
Awesome. You can just follow me, and he leads you to the elevator.
Okay. I get in the elevator.
How high or how many stories does it appear that the history building has?
The history building seems to have about 6 stories.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Sizable building. Okay. Go into the elevator.
Okay. So does Keith. The 3 of you get inside the elevator with Duncan leading the way. And when you get inside, he waves his hand a little bit and a different button appears, not on the main panel. He clicks the button, doors close, and you can't really seem to tell what direction you're going, up or down. It almost feels like you're going diagonal, sideways, like the Willy Wonka elevator. You don't really know what's happening.
When he waved his hand and pressed the newly revealed button, was it labeled anything, or was it just a button?
It's just a button.
Oh boy. We're going off the grid.
So the elevator doors open with a ding, and Duncan steps out. And when you guys, do you guys step out?
If the doors are open, what do we see outside?
So when you're looking in there, and you're suddenly very confused because it looks like you're in a science lab that's also outdoors, but you know that you're inside because you're in an elevator. And you look to you look around and you see table space, almost classroom space. You see a little lab in with experiments going off and people standing around it with lab coats on, and you see a library with books and endless books.
who else is here? Like I know Duncan and the three. Duncan is leaving, and we're in the elevator. Who else is like outside in the science lab?
It's just there's like 5 people like that you can see, 3 people around like the like science lab area doing some sort of like experiment. You can't really tell what it is. And then there's somebody sitting reading a book by like the bookcase, because there's like a few bookcases. She's leaning up against the bookcase just reading. And then there's somebody else who seems to be like on their laptop doing something in like the classroom area.
Well, if there's other people, I guess we can go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow after Lawrence.
Okay.
I assume
Keith is following Lawrence like a lost dog. Do you guys go anywhere specific, or do you guys
just following our tour guide for now.
Okay. So Duncan like watches you guys react and goes, okay, I know that this sounds crazy, and I know that you guys already know this, but magic is real, and we study it.
Okay, so let's back up a few steps.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Yeah.
magic is real.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to be here if you didn't know magic was real.
Right.
Can you make a deception check?
Okay. Deception, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. That is a -1.
It's a -1.
Shit.
Rolled a nat 1 and I have a
my-
-2.
Oh my
My
god.
God. Everybody looks at you like you're scum.
Yeah. Well, there's no way that he's gonna roll lower than that. So
No.
he looks at you and he goes, "Wait, you didn't know? But you're in the Discord, so you had to know, right?"
I mean, I just joined the Discord
Yeah.
and I was in some of the channels and stuff.
Right. If you are in the channels, that means that you know that you have magic. You have magic, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. And you did. How did you know to ask about the history club?
I mean, I just walked around the activity fair and you guys stopped me.
Your dad didn't. Okay, whatever. Well, we study magic here. That's our whole thing.
How long have you been studying magic in this place?
Well, in this specific place, we've been doing it for, well, how long has been the renovations been going on? About 4 years. But there's the history club organization. We've been studying magic for, I mean, as long as Arcania has existed.
Well then, that's quite something.
Well, Lawrence, you know magic's real. You work for the dean.
Yeah, I know.
And Keith,
Howie, you didn't know I worked for the dean, did you?
I did not.
All right,
I know
cool.
now.
I stand up straight. Okay, I don't have to act like I don't know what's going on. All right.
So hold on. Is everyone here? Does everyone know magic? Is that like
Keith,
everyone's on the same page about that?
Keith goes, okay, I found out about magic this morning.
Okay. So okay. So okay, hold on. You work for the dean.
Yes.
Is the dean magic? Is she like a witch? What's
It's
going on?
classified.
Duncan rolls his eyes and goes, yes, she's magic.
Leaking state secrets here.
These aren't state secrets.
You're leaking college secrets here.
He's here for a reason.
State college secrets. Yeah.
Whatever. Forget it. Yeah, the dean's magical.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Whoa. I think Howie's just a little lost because this is like, for him, this is like just confirming a lot, and he's trying to process all of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you're able to access that Discord server, then it probably means you've got latent magical abilities. They might not have emerged yet, but they're probably brewing underneath a layer or two.
Yeah, I can. Keith speaks up and goes, "Yeah, I can do magic, but I didn't know that I could do magic until right now." But like, and then he like takes out a water bottle and does the water mending thing that he was doing earlier.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Show him the water bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. He looks at Lawrence for like a nod of approval and does the magic.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Magic is undeniably real. Howie, um, thought you were a bit ahead of the game on this one, but now you're up to speed.
I guess so. That's just going to take a little bit of time for me to process. So not only is magic real, but I can do it.
Duncan looks at you and goes, "You can take as much time to process this as you need. We were under the assumption that you already knew."
I mean, I had like reason to suspect it.
Right.
Didn't hadn't confirmed yet.
Okay. Well, we're confirming it. Magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You just being here like confirms it. But you can take a look around, and do whatever you need to do to get settled. I know this is crazy, but we are a resource for you.
Okay, so you guys literally just research and practice magic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think Howie's gonna look to Lawrence, and kind of say, "Are you part of this?"
I view these people like the weird kids that sit with each other at lunch tables. They're harmless, but I sort of just look Duncan straight in the eye. They're kind of lame. I prefer to do things, so I don't really associate with them, but they're mostly harmless.
Duncan just shakes his head.
It seems like there's history here. Anyways, okay, so Duncan, I guess you're saying I'm magic. How do I figure out how to do it?
Well, do you know? No, I guess you wouldn't know that. There are books. You can look at the books. There's the like labs that over there that you can work with.
Okay.
You basically just experiment until you find what works for you.
Yeah, Howie's gonna take a second and then probably is there anyone over on you said there was 3 people in the lab?
Yeah, there's 3 people gathered around one table, but there are multiple tables.
Okay. Howie, I think, is gonna go to one of the tables and just kind of sit for a second and be like, huh, okay, and then look at what the other 3 are doing. Not like engaging quite yet, just kind of trying to see like what they're up to.
Okay. It looks to you like they are just one of them has what is obviously a spell book in front of them and is just like reading along with the other people who are just sitting there like waiting for this man to tell them what to do.
They're waiting for Duncan to tell them what to do?
No, just the guy who was reading the book.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually he starts explaining to them like, oh, well, you need these components to do this, it says. Maybe we can try to do this. And they just start experimenting with different spells in the spell book.
I'm gonna go over and say like, wait, What you guys working on? What's
Oh,
going on?
oh my gosh, you're Howie.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, sorry. Big fans. We are working we are working on just like, well, we found this new spell book and we wanted to see if this correlates with what we already have.
What do you mean already have? Like,
So we have over there in the library, we have a ton of old spell books that we've just been finding and gathering and making sure that like everything that's in there is accurate. And we just found this new one like about a month ago, and we've been then the girl goes, no, I think we found it about 3 months ago. She goes, oh yeah, 3 months ago. And he then explains to you how he's just been just going through page by page and making sure that like what's on this page lines up with what they have already in their like research to make sure that if there's anything new or anything like that.
So you said you found this 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Where do you find this stuff, I guess?
Well, that's such a good question. It depends on what book or like what artifact or whatever, but the dean gave us this one.
The dean gave you that one.
Mm-hmm. While this is happening, Keith is gonna go over to the library and just start like reading spell books. That's what he told me that his character would do in a situation like this. So he's gonna just start studying up on some spells. What are you doing, Lawrence?
I'm gonna look out over the facility and turn to Duncan. So, D, what's new?
I told you not to call me that, and
I know.
Well, we finally got the Hargrove boy here. It took long enough, but he's finally here. That's all that's new.
You know, you could have just walked up and asked him, you know.
Well, yeah, but he's got to go through it himself. You know that. You went through it yourself, you remember?
I did, yes. It's unnecessarily complicated. Could have just came to me, honestly.
Well, okay, but if somebody came up to you and said, hey, by the way, magic's real.
They could give demonstrations, like.
Yeah, but then you being you said this up until you finally started exhibiting magic yourself. You thought it was all a trick. You thought this was all fake. You thought this was like magician magic, not like real magic.
When you swirl around water in a bottle, it seems like some sort of trick. Okay,
it's not a trick. It's real magic. See, that's why we had to.
I know this now. I know this now, D. But if you gave me undeniable proof, just the craziest stuff, just show me the craziest stuff. And okay, I digress. We're not going to have this argument again. Forget it.
We've had this argument too many times.
Too many. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So, anything else new?
No, not really. We got the new journal, but you were there for that. Right now we're kind of hung up on, well, and he like looks around to make sure no one's listening, and he goes, have you been paying attention to those disappearances?
I always pay attention.
Yeah, of course you always pay attention. I should have known you always pay attention. We were doing some research into that because it's too big of a coincidence that like the moment that like the day that Cliff goes missing, that this new journal is found. It's too weird. So we were doing some research onto specifically him, seeing if maybe he was magic and we missed it, but he's not.
Well, it might be a mistake to think the two are necessarily correlated in a direct way. Maybe we're still missing a piece.
What we did find something. and he walks you over and pulls out his to like a table and pulls out his laptop, and he shows you the like biology club information.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, so this biology club, whatever, that it exists. There's a real biology club, but this weird Florida trip, there's no record of that actually existing, but there are flyers dating back 4 years. And if we dove back just a little farther, and we saw that like the names of people who signed up for like information are like the same names of people who disappeared.
Like a one-to-one connection?
Well, there are more people. There's like 40 people in total who've signed up over the course of these 4 years, and like 8 of them have gone missing. But all of them have this in common.
What about the people that didn't go missing? What's their story?
They've either graduated, they realized that the Florida trip was a scam, and they still go here, but like nobody signed up for it twice. Everybody, like, people quickly realized that this is a scam.
I tried to sign up for that Florida trip.
Well, the people who signed up there's an information meeting tonight, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's about 5 people who signed up that they were interested in it, like Keith being one of them. But do any of these names look familiar to you? And you see the name Grayson Hughes on it. As well as like Keith, but
Grayson Hughes. I feel like I've maybe heard that name before. Oh yeah, that's that goddamn hobo! Son of a bitch! I hope he gets abducted. The entire campus smell will immediately become better. Good riddance. All right, we don't have to do a goddamn thing.
And we're gonna cut over to Grayson.
I just walked in here that hobo.
I was gonna cut back to you much sooner.
Sorry. All right.
So Grayson, you are walking towards where the biology meeting is. Is there anything you're gonna do on your walk over?
I don't know if there's anything in particular. Yeah, no, I'm probably just making my way there. I didn't think there was anything else really he had on his mind or wanted to do.
Okay, awesome. So you walk inside. It's just like a empty classroom in a science building. Like it looks like any room that a random club meeting would be in. You walk inside, and there are 3 people inside of the room who are like sitting around desks, and then there are the 2 girls from the club fair, like standing up in front with like a little PowerPoint presentation pulled up, and like one of them has like a ton of like papers in her hands. And she looks at you, she goes, "Oh, I'm so glad that you made it. Here, can you sign this for me?" And she hands you a piece of paper.
I mean, I already signed something before, so I can be here, but I mean, sure. All right. What is it that I'm signing? Is there like anything
it's
written
just
on
like, are you gonna make like a check, or are you asking her?
Well, I was just saying if there's what does it say on the actual, or is it just a sign up sheet basically with like everyone's names?
It says like in big print on top, it says like Florida trip information, and then the text underneath is like very small, and then at the end there's like something for you to sign.
I mean, it's not like I'm actually going to it yet, but okay, I'll sign it.
Okay, and you hand it
There
back.
you go. Yeah.
Right? She takes it. She goes, "Thank you so much. You can go sit down when we start our information."
Okay. Sure. You said there's like how many people that are already there, like sitting down?
There are three other people who are sitting down.
Are they all kind of like sitting next to each other and stuff? Or are they like...
No, they're all very spread apart. None of them are like interacting with each other. All of them are on their phones.
I think Grayson will try to sit not exactly next to someone, like in the desk next to someone, but like if whoever's the furthest back,
Okay.
sit not next to the desk next to them, but like one over. So there's like desk in between. And I'll just take a seat there.
Okay.
How much longer until we actually? I say this to the two girls. How much longer until we actually like start this whole?
She looks down at her watch and she goes, "Oh, not very long." And then she like closes the door. And make a perception check.
Terrible. 7.
And that's all that happens. She closes the door.
All right, I guess it'll start soon.
A few minutes go by. Do you like talk to the guy next to you or no?
Yeah, if anything hasn't happened a whole lot or whatever, yeah, I'll just go to the person next to me and are you also here for the call out, or have you already been here for a while?
Yeah. He looks up from his phone and he goes, I heard something about like a free Florida trip. I just wanted to check it out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how many people are actually here for the actual club itself. It almost just seems like the trip. They're like, oh, well, I'll just go for that. You know. Okay.
The girls in the front go, "Okay, it looks like it's time for us to start the presentation." And she like clicks and then the next point comes up and she goes, "All right, so this is information on the free Florida trip. Are you all here for that, right?" There's just like a few nods.
Yeah, Grayson does a nod. He just sits there. He doesn't nod or give any sort of response.
Right. She goes, "Awesome. So I'm Emily and this is Stacy and we are members of the biology club. So basically, this trip is just to talk about is to go down and to work with dolphins in the coast in Florida." And Stacy goes, "Ooh," because there's no reaction from the audience, not at all. And then they click the next slide, and it's like she double clicks, so it's like something pops up for a second, but you can't make out what it is, and then it's the next slide with more information.
What was that you just skipped? You just skipped something.
Oh, nothing. It's just glitching. And so, like mentioned before, this is a free trip. And on the next slide, we'll talk about more what's going to happen. And then she clicks it and the same thing happens. And when that happens, the guy who's sitting next to you starts to like start nodding off. And then she continues this presentation about for about 5 more minutes. Every 30 seconds, she switches to another slide. And by the end of the presentation, everybody but you is like full asleep. But can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure can. Natural 20.
You're awake. You're full awake. You're feeling great. And then Emily and Stacy look at you and go, what's going on here? Who are you?
You're asking me?
Yeah. Who are you?
I wrote my name down. You can probably see it on the little sheet thing that you just gave me.
Yeah, I see Grayson Hughes, but who are you?
Grayson. I don't know what else you expect from me.
Okay, we're gonna cut back over to the other three. And at that exact moment, Keith gets a well, I guess like a few moments before that, like a few minutes before that, Keith gets a email on his phone being like from the Florida trip people being like, just a reminder, this meeting is tonight. It's going on like right now. You should come by and stop. Like, you should come and stop by. And he gets up and he walks over to you, Howie, and he goes, you heard about that Florida trip, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I heard about it. I didn't.
That information meeting's right now, and I think that I have to be there, but I don't know how to leave.
Duncan, I'm just gonna walk over to Duncan.
He'll follow you.
How? Okay, so
Duncan is over there with you, Lawrence.
So as I'm walking, I'm like, okay. So the elevator, magic. I assume. How?
Yeah, magic.
How do we get that to work so we leave?
Duncan goes, "Oh, you guys are already leaving?"
Keith is.
What's up?
Yeah, the Florida trip information meeting is right now. And then Duncan just looks at you, Lawrence.
We should probably go to that Florida trip meeting. That seems very educational.
Duncan nods and goes, yeah, we should probably go to that Florida trip meeting.
So, quick question. Is Florida magical, or is the biology magical?
No, Florida's not magical. It's a hellscape. But that's a mundane hellscape. Florida is a regular place. That biology club?
Duncan goes, okay, we don't know what's going on, but we think that the biology club has something to do with the disappearances.
Oh, you should have led with that. Yeah, let's. Yeah.
It's called keeping your cards close to your chest, Howie.
Well, Howie, you're just so new.
Okay. All right. Cool. Anyways, that's fair. Right. That's valid.
And Duncan goes, okay, let's go. I'll lead the way. And you guys make your way to the elevator. Then he explains to you how to use the elevator. It's just that if you have magic, you can use the elevator. It's just that simple. So you can all use the elevator.
Yeah.
And then you make your way over to the Florida trip meeting. And
how far away is it from the history building?
It's the building across the street.
Well, okay then.
Isn't that so lovely?
That is convenient placement.
Yes, very convenient.
Very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And so as you guys are making your way there, Emily and Stacy start getting closer to you and go, Grayson, why aren't you asleep right now?
Because I get my beauty sleep. I sleep the proper amount of time. I guess these guys just don't learn, but I learned from an early age that I need some good sleep. All right. So I don't know. Just not tired. I don't know why these guys aren't asleep. Can I go over to the guy next to me and kind of push him a little bit? Be like, hey, wake up.
He doesn't move. Well, he moves when you push him, but he doesn't wake up. He doesn't budge.
Hey. What?
And Stacy turns over to Emily and goes, well, if he didn't fall asleep naturally, should we knock him out? Maybe we could I know it's gonna be messy, but
what the hell's going on here?
Why don't you tell us? Who are you?
I told you I am. Who are you guys?
What are you doing here?
I came out for this meeting about this trip and this club.
Okay.
I wanted to see what it's about.
This isn't about Florida, and you know that.
Well, no shit. You're not just going to go to Florida for free and not have any sort of compensation you have to deal with. Florida. Why would you even want to go there? All there is retired people, all right, and Disney World. That's it. You're gonna see some dolphins. There's dolphins everywhere.
slams her fist into the desk and goes, "Yeah, we're just going there for the dolphins."
There's dolphins everywhere in the country. I don't know why you guys want to go specifically
everywhere,
to Florida.
Everywhere in the country.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, I think I've been to at least one zoo where there's like dolphins in there, and it was in this state. All right, it was a couple of years ago, but still, what the hell are you? Why are they knocked out? What? All right. I came in with
at that moment, Howie, Lawrence, Keith, and Duncan make their way into the building and like find the door, but it's locked.
Do I hear that like they're trying to open it?
Yeah.
You guys locked it too?
Knock on the door. Please let us in. We want to join.
Sorry, this is a closed meeting.
Open the meeting.
It's a closed meeting.
At this point, Grayson will stand up and he'll basically square off against these two girls and just stand. And
okay,
I'm assuming probably compared to them, he's a lot taller.
Oh, definitely. But it's time to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh.
First time.
First time rolling for initiative.
Oh my god.
15.
15.
Okay, I got an 8.
Who said 15,
sorry,
Lawrence?
Howie got a 10. I apologize. 8 on the die, and I forgot my modifier.
Okay. What did you get, Grayson?
I got a 7.
7?
Yeah, real rough.
Okay. 1 second. I got 4 NPCs to roll for right now.
4? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
4?
Keith, Duncan, and two girls.
Oh, Duncan came as well?
Yes.
We are stacked. These girls won't know what hit them.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with these girls. I don't know why I think they're gonna do something.
Unless they transform into harpy mermaid like demons, we're gonna kick the crap out of them.
They just hypnotize. That's all they do. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. I don't know if that was a good face or a bad face from Kat.
Oh no.
We will see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you start to get up, Stacy just straight up like backhands you, trying to get you back down. All right, does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Grayson? Okay, awesome.
Oh no.
She does 5 damage.
Oh my god.
And then it's Lawrence's turn.
Okay. I direct everybody to stand back. I'm going to break down the door. I step a few feet away from it, and I'm going to try to like shoulder check the door down.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. 15.
Okay, the door opens.
Don't fuck with this wizard. Okay. What's the state of the room?
So it's a small classroom. You've got 3 people just asleep at random desks, and then in the middle, in like the back of the room, you have 2 girls in cheerleader outfits who have just, one of them has just punched Grayson.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else in the room other than the asleep people, Grayson and the cheerleaders?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Explain yourselves now.
They just Emily looks at you and goes, I'm sorry, who are you?
She said this to me too. I don't know. I really have no idea what's going on here either. She
Should I
just slapped me. I didn't think she would.
Should I introduce myself or should I give a cool line?
Do you say that out loud?
I ask that to Grayson in character. Yes.
I don't know, dude. If you want to, I don't think it matters for them.
I'm your doom.
Okay, haha, very funny.
And I'm gonna step out of the way of the door and draw my knife out of my jacket and point at them. It's like, step away from the hobo.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah. So now it's Duncan's turn. Duncan will Duncan will run inside. He'll use his speed to go inside, and then he will like look at the fact that we're in a very small room and won't use a spell because that's silly, and pulls out his dagger and aims for Stacy. And he misses, and that's his turn.
Come on. With the elbow, Duncan. The elbow. Come on.
Okay. And now it's Keith's turn. Keith also uses his movement to run inside, and then he does just an unarmed strike towards Emily, and misses.
My God, it's an elbow.
Keith is a baby. It makes sense that
Elbow people. Elbow control. Yeah.
Okay, and then it's Howie's turn.
Okay. Kat, would I have brought my... This might be a weird question. Would I have brought my backpack with me?
Would you have brought your backpack with you to a history club meeting? And then would you have also brought it with you to this? Because
Maybe?
I think that just roll a d20.
Okay.
Lower numbers you don't, higher numbers you do.
I got a 13.
You do.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to seeing all this stand in the door frame, and I'm going to kind of just be like, okay. And then for a second, I'm going to pull out, I'm going to reach in there, kind of pull it off my back, reach in and grab, it's like a metal rod almost. It looks almost like a lightsaber handle, but it's like coated in brass instead of like a black or something. And I was just kind of like, went and like kind of point it at, we'll say, Emily, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to try, mechanically, I'm going to try and cast Lightning Lure.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So, target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then take damage.
So wait, they have to succeed in a what?
So Emily has to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay, well, let's see if this cheerleader... 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, that beats my DC.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the spell. So I guess it just kind of fizzles out when I try and cast it.
Grayson, it's your turn.
I look over at Lawrence. Who you calling a hobo? Do you not see my Gucci sweater I'm wearing right now?
You stole that.
I did not steal this, dude. And then I don't know how rogue mechanics work because I've never played a rogue. Okay, so I want to hide. I want to get out of range of the one that was attacking me? Or wait, can't I disengage?
You can disengage.
Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay.
You
that
can't.
mean?
You can't disengage and hide in the same turn though.
Okay, because that's what I didn't know. Because like you see your
You can later on, but not first level.
Oh, I can. Because I'm looking because it's showing like all the stuff I can do per turn. So like I have my action, bonus actions. This says actions in combat, which makes me think like I can do one of these actions in Oh wait. I'm just confused by like how this works. Because this says bonus action says 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah,
so is that that's the only bonus action I can do? If it just says 2 weapon fighting.
So you can action, bonus action, and then you have your movement. Your bonus action can be like disengage, hide, on all of those.
Okay. But could I also do that also for my action instead of a bonus action? I can disengage.
If you disengage as your bonus action and you use your action to hide, I'll allow that.
Okay.
So you would only thing you would be doing this round is hiding.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll disengage from whoever slapped me. I first stood there when I first stood and squared off against these 2 girls, kind of stood there not expecting them to actually hit me.
Yeah.
So for one of them to actually hit me, caught him a little off guard, and he's like, okay, I guess. I mean, sure, go ahead, go for it. Okay. And then he'll disengage and he'll hide. If he can, try to move. I have 30 feet of movement. I don't know. I'll just go towards where they were standing at.
Okay. Can you do a stealth check?
Please. All right. 18.
Okay, you're hidden.
All right.
So now and that's all your turn?
Yeah.
All right, so that's Emily's turn now. Emily is going to look around and realize that Grayson has disappeared, and she's going to pull out her dagger.
Your buddy's fucking knifed up here.
And she's going to go for Lawrence. 23 to hit.
Oh my
god. Yes, that hits.
I rolled a natural 19.
Yes.
Okay. So she does 5 damage.
Oh my god, she fucking stabbed me.
Yeah.
Guys, she fucking stabbed me. Where exactly did she stab me?
How tall are you?
Like 6'1".
She stabbed you in like your stomach.
Oh my god, she stabbed me in the fucking guts. I think she might have pierced the vital organ. Guys, this is bad. We need to either kill them or incapacitate them quickly. Oh my god, I'm gonna need to go to the hospital soon. It's not stopping bleeding.
It's Stacy's turn now.
Oh, that's not great.
And Stacy is going to use her movement to go for Howie, because it looks like Howie has magic, and the others didn't actually hit anything. And she will try and she's just gonna try and punch you as well. So 18.
That hits.
Okay, that's dang, I'm just consistently rolling 5 damage.
Okay.
And then it's Lawrence's turn.
Okay. Well, major organs maybe bleeding, but I still have a job to do. So, who was it who just fucking stabbed me?
Emily.
Okay, I'm going to cast magic missile in her face.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, so I roll 3 there. 10 points of damage, straight to her face.
Okay.
Magic missile is good because they don't even get a chance to save against it.
Nice.
It's just guaranteed damage. So 3 darts just conjure up and just slam into her face like fucking boxing punches.
She goes, "Oh my god, who do you think you are?"
You fucking stabbed me! Who do you think you are? I'm supposed to be your doom.
And now it's Duncan's turn. Duncan is going to go after Emily as well. And he's going to use Ice Knife. He hits and well, okay. He did 2 damage.
A whole 2 damage.
A whole 2 damage.
Duncan, you throw a fucking ice cube at her.
And then Keith, who is over by Howie, will go after Stacy, and he will do the same thing. He will use Ice Knife. They both have Ice Knife. And he doesn't hit. And now it's Howie's turn.
Okay. So it's Stacy is right next to me, right?
Yes.
Or is it Emily?
Stacy is next to you. Emily is next to Lawrence.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go because she just like slapped me, like bitch slapped me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ow, and I'm gonna jab that metal rod into her stomach, and I'm gonna try and cast lightning lure again on her, but this time since she's in range, so it's another strength save for her.
She rolled an 8.
That it does not succeed. That fails.
Okay.
So she is gonna take 1d8 lightning damage. Well, I guess that's a 6.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, hold on. I'm sorry. So when I roll damage on a spell, do I add my spell attack bonus, or is that just when I actually attack with a spell?
That's when you attack.
Just when I attack? Okay, so then it's a 2. I lied.
That's a 2?
It's a 2, yes.
You guys are doing 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay. And now it's Grayson's turn.
Okay. Again, I don't know how rogues work, so I don't know how I can exactly get sneak attack damage.
You get
'cause I'm
sneak attack
hidden.
right now.
But would that mean because I'm hidden right now, if
Yeah.
I go out of hiding so I can like try to attack like melee,
Mhm.
that wouldn't be considered sneak attack though, would it?
No, it would, because you are hidden and then you just come out, attack, and then you go right back into hiding.
I can attack and then hide in the same round.
Yeah, because hiding would be a bonus.
Okay. And then where are the 2 girls at? Are they somewhat close to each other, or?
No, they're on opposite sides of the room. Stacy is near you, and Stacy is the one who gave you damage, and Emily is near Lawrence and Duncan.
All right. I'll just see Stacy and how I just got punched a little bit, and I feel the little stain, still a little lingering stain, and just look her down, and then basically I'm going to go out and try to attack her. I can do, because if I have 2 daggers, I could use both daggers, like 2-weapon fighting, right?
Yes, if you use that as your bonus action, so you wouldn't be able to hide.
Oh, okay. Okay. In that case, I'll just do one attack then. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do one attack. That's a. Do I have advantage too if it's sneak attack or?
I believe so.
Like, do I have advantage on my attack roll?
I believe so, but I'm not positive on that.
Should I just do the one roll that I had, or?
I'd say because you were hidden, you have advantage.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so then I do 1d4 plus 3, and then I add 1d6 for sneak attack. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I do 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will, for bonus action, go back into hiding. Do I have to roll stealth for it?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's Emily's turn. Emily looks over at Duncan and goes, "You just tried to throw an ice cube at me?" As if, and then takes the knife and tries to stab him. And misses. And then Stacy's turn. And Stacy is now locked in combat with Howie, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she rolls a natural 1.
Thank God. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then it's Lawrence's turn.
Okay. Well, she seems as though she's got a bit of health. How does she look after taking 10 points of damage straight to the face?
She doesn't look great.
Okay. I will simply do that again. I will magic missile her in the face once more.
Okay.
Okay. 3. That's 9 damage. Straight to the face.
Okay. She looks like she's barely standing up.
But she is standing up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You
should give up. Now.
Duncan goes, "Yeah, what he said." And he let's not do that. Oh, that's really good. Rolls he hits her with okay, and with 9 points of damage, she is down.
Is that Stacy or Emily?
Stacy.
Stacy. Okay.
Good job, D.
Wait. No, that was Emily. Because are you with Stacy?
I'm with Stacy.
Okay, that was Emily then. And now it's Keith's turn. Keith is near Howie and has been trying to help Howie but hasn't hit anything yet. Keith definitely hits this time. Awesome. And does 4 damage. So Stacy does not look great. And now it's Howie's turn.
Okay. Okay, so seeing that because she just tried to hit me again, right?
Yeah, but she didn't.
She didn't.
Well, she did try to hit you, but she didn't make the
She
hit.
did try to hit me, but she didn't hit me, right? I think I'm gonna try and how far? Because she's like she's like at least
She's
within
right
5
up on you. Yeah.
Yeah. How far away is everyone else at this point?
They are about like, well, it's a small classroom,
Mhm.
so they're not too far away from you. They're like, I'd say like at maximum 10 feet away from you.
10 feet away. Okay. I will.
But Keith is right next to you,
Okay.
and you don't know where Grayson is because he's
I
hidden.
just don't know where Grayson is. Okay. So with that in mind, seeing that the jab to the gut worked again, I'm gonna just try and do that one more time.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I don't roll. You roll. That was completely false. That was completely wrong.
She rolled a nat 1.
Sick. Okay.
I've rolled 2 nat 1s.
So that is another 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay. She is still up. But like, doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great.
No.
And then I can't like.
But it is Grayson's turn.
I was gonna say, can I move away from her?
You can, yeah, you have movement.
Okay, I'll try because I'm in the doorway right now. I'll try and like go around into the hallway.
You're in the hallway now?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that you never left the doorway.
No, I was completely like, oh my god, what is happening? What is happening?
You just open the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just close the door. You said it's my turn?
Yes.
And is Stacy still close or like in the same?
Stacy
same
is still
spot?
near you. Yeah. He hasn't moved.
All right. I'll just see how we do some decent damage. I'll be like, just screw it. I'm already annoyed with this. I was going to ask him some stuff, but all right. And for bonus action, I will do 2-weapon fighting. So I will use both my daggers.
Okay.
In this case, I don't have daggers per se. One is a very sturdy, heavy ballpoint pen.
Okay.
And the other one is just like a pocket knife that I have that I carry on. So very nice.
That tracks.
Just a couple of jewels in little spots, but like a dark reddish handle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna use
college
both.
Campus or fucking prison?
Yeah, I'm gonna use those. I'm gonna try to attack twice.
Okay.
I still have advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the first one's like what is that? 22.
Oh, well, that hits, so.
22 to hit, and then for the second attack, 21 to hit.
Well, they both hit.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna. So 11 points for the first round of damage, or the first attack, the damage for that, and then another 7. So I do 18 points in total.
18 points in total?
Just shank the fuck out of him.
Let me check something really quick.
Just both of them, just straight in like her back area.
You did 18 points in total?
Yeah.
She's not only down, she's dead.
Oh no.
Well, hobo.
I'm not a hobo.
You've done a
I live in an apartment.
You've done a service for us today.
So how we just sees her body just get like jabbed from the doorway, and then go, I'm not a hobo.
In the dark, you just hear, I'm not a hobo.
You guys are out of initiatives.
So Stacy just falls to the ground. I'm just like,
Stacy,
you're just joking, right? I just like try to nudge her a little bit.
Stacy definitely falls to the ground. If you check her pulse, there is none. Emily is just down, but like making death saving throws.
I stand over Stacy. Yeah. Usually that part of the body is not supposed to bleed that hard. Yeah, you just killed someone.
I didn't think I would actually.
Okay, and
So
Emily just died.
No! I was about to say, can we keep her alive? I was trying to ask. I was going to ask them stuff. That was the whole point of me coming to this, was to ask them questions.
Well, folks.
I rolled the death saving throws that I had skipped over during combat,
Mhm.
and she rolled 2 natural ones, so she is dead.
Yeah, that's a quick death. That is like straight to hell.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Hey Howie, are you outside in the hallway?
Yeah, I am. There is a body now in the hallway.
Come.
Wait. Howie. Wait.
Grayson?
Can I? Wait.
Okay.
Were you guys about to come to this also?
We don't have time
You're
for this
right.
bullshit reunion.
You're right.
Get that body in his fucking classroom right now.
Duncan goes, I don't normally agree with him, but we gotta go.
So are we pulling the body in or are we leaving? What's going on? What's happening?
Okay, actually, don't touch the body at all. You guys leave. I'm gonna go make a call. You guys weren't here.
You know someone?
I know
Mr.
a
Wolf?
person. I know a person to call. You guys don't need that information. It's classified.
Is it the dean? Says Duncan.
Shut the fuck
It's
up,
the-
Duncan.
It's definitely the dean.
Oh my god. Yes,
You-
it's the dean. Okay.
How do you
The
have the
secrets-
dean's contact info?
I am the dean's aide. Okay. I work with her, and I work for her.
Duncan goes,
All right.
saying that you're the dean's aide and that you work for her sounds awful. Just say you're her personal assistant already.
I am an aide. That is my job description, Duncan. I don't just go around and research things. I do. Forget it.
And
This fucking conversation.
so just so
Okay.
I'm on the same page, the dean is gonna like wave some magic, and then these bodies are gonna be gone. Is the intent.
Magic being administrative capabilities, yes, they will, for all intents and purposes, disappear. They never existed.
Yeah, you're saying magic. It's not like
Yeah.
magic. Like there's gonna with all the just a little snap and everything's gonna disappear.
Keith
Pretty-
comes up and goes, I don't think that the dean has the power to like say that murder is okay.
Can the dean just go above the
Mm.
law?
I
Murder's
don't-
not. I wouldn't say murder's okay, but she can make problems disappear. Okay.
So she's kind of like a Mr. Wolf from like Pulp Fiction. That kind of have you ever seen that movie?
Yes, I've seen Pulp Fiction.
It's like Mr. Wolf,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, Mrs. Dean is like that. Yes.
Hell of a soundtrack.
Okay.
Duncan goes, yeah, Lawrence and I watched it together.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Pretty life changing, honestly, when I first saw it.
Okay. I think we're getting distracted, people. There are 2 dead bodies in this room.
Wait,
Is
wait,
it
wait,
is
wait.
it spilled? Is it spilled out into the hallway, or is it contained in the room?
It's like, okay, so like the door's here. She felt like she's in the doorway.
Okay.
Like half in the hallway.
She's like half in the doorway, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
like roll up my sleeves so they cover my fingers and fingerprints, and I'm gonna like slide the body past the doorway back into the room, close the door, and like not turn off the lights, but just like stand between the doorway and the room so no one can like peek in and lock the door.
Howie and Lawrence make a perception check.
Perception.
Lawrence, Duncan's gonna give you advantage.
All right, cool.
I got an 18.
Okay, and with advantage, 17.
Okay, so you both realize that there are 3 people just sleeping in this room.
I was just about to say, I was gonna
just
be
about
like,
to ask.
Lawrence, dude,
shit.
there's these 3 guys that are asleep too. I'm not just gonna leave, and especially the one dude I was talking to. Just gonna wake up, see dead bodies.
So are they still asleep? Like even after all that? Like
That's what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was
Commotion.
gonna ask.
Probably a mystical.
They are.
Yes, they're asleep.
They
I'm gonna
still are.
I'm gonna check one of their pulses.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
Listen, the girls told me, they're like, why aren't you asleep when I first came here? I don't know why I even came here. All I was doing was trying to ask some questions. I wasn't trying to go on some free Florida trip. Like to hell, that was going to actually happen.
I got an 11.
Has a pulse. There is a pulse.
All right. So
And they
they're
just
still
fell
alive.
asleep, and I didn't for some reason. And this one
Okay.
dude that was in the back.
Grayson, I need you to tell me what happened.
All right, dude. So let me lay it out. All right. So I basically just came here by myself, and those two girls were there, and they had me sign something, and I basically took a seat and was talking to the dude in the far back. He's asleep there now. And they were just going through this PowerPoint. It was really boring, by the way. And then all of a sudden, I look over at the guy in the back, and he's just like he's asleep. I was like, oh, maybe he's just had a long day. Then the other two people up in the front, they're also asleep, and then they were going to attack me. So the more I think about it, I was like, why did you guys even show up? But like, the more I think about it, actually, I'm kind of glad you guys did, because I don't know what the fuck they would have done with me.
Yep.
So
You said they had
Duncan
a
takes his phone out and starts taking
presentation?
pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Kat, did Emily and Stacy have like anything up like at the front where they were like any like papers or anything like that?
They had papers.
Can I go look through those?
Yeah, can you give me an investigation check?
Can I check their bodies for anything, if they have anything hidden in their pockets or anything?
Give me an investigation check as well.
Okay, I got a nat 1, but that's a 7.
You got a nat 1.
Your
Nat
print's all
1.
over shit.
Okay, so you know that there are papers, but the print is too small. You can't read it.
I'll just like kind of look at it and just be like, and I'll just like, put it in my bag and like we'll deal with it later.
Okay.
Need some bifocal.
I rolled a 12 for investigation.
Okay, so you realize that they are wearing cheerleader outfits, so no pockets, nothing on them.
I didn't know they'd be wearing that. Nothing in like the actual pom poms or stuff in there.
They don't have pom poms. They're just in the cheerleader uniform.
They were just punching us
pockets.
with pom poms. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Well,
Lawrence, you got
nobody-
this under control?
No. This is
Duncan-
very much not under control.
I thought you knew someone.
This situation is out of control.
Duncan goes,
I
okay,
need to make a call.
okay, I'm gonna stay here with Lawrence.
Mhm.
You guys should just go back to the history building.
You were never here. You didn't know anybody coming here. You don't know what happened. You don't know that anything happened. Do I make myself clear, guys?
I guess. Yeah.
I guess so.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back to the history building. Howie, you know the way. Go into the room. Don't tell anybody what happened. Just read a book or two. And we'll take care of this.
I didn't even get your name, by the way. You, scrawny looking guy. One that works for the dean.
I have be a bit more charitable with your description there, hobo.
Duncan goes, that's Lawrence.
All right,
Lawrence
Lawrence.
Foster. I would shake your hand, but I don't want a staph infection. Anyway,
You
Howie, take him to the elevator. Just direct him.
Sure. Let's go.
We're gonna make this all go away. Okay.
Keith goes with you, Howie.
Yeah, I assumed.
Mhm.
So on the way, I'm gonna kind of talk to Grayson and be like, okay, so do you know what's going on?
I don't know, but that dude back there,
It's fucking
man,
weird, right?
People that work for the school are weird. He's saying the dean, but I feel like he's just trying to say that to cover up. It's actually like a Mr. Wolf dude. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, no. When we said like wave, the dean is actually. Side note: magic is real. Apparently, that's something I'm still yet to figure out. Magic is real. Meh.
What?
Apparently, the dean is magic. She's like a witch or something. Cool. So she is gonna wave magic, I guess.
I'm okay. I'm sure. Yeah.
Are you following? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. She's just gonna whip a wand around, just have everything cleaned up, huh? Is that it?
I guess. I found out like 20 minutes ago, dude. I found out magic was real 20 minutes ago, and then we killed 2 people. That's how my night has gone.
Yeah, no, I just came here and I killed someone. I wasn't expecting that. You were at that board where all the flyers were, right? We were talking about the missing people, weren't we?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I know because I think I talked to you about Cliff, the guy I knew. He's part of my band. He was a part of that club, the Marine Biology Club. And that's why I wanted to go to see if they knew about him and when's the last they heard from him. I was going to ask them, but then they just decided to attack me.
To try and stab you, yeah.
I mean, they first slapped me. I kind of stood there. I was like, what are they going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually did it. And I was like, okay, shit. And then you guys showed up. I was like, all right, I guess we're doing this. So I was going to go to that just to figure out more information about Cliff. And now we're in this whole situation. I swear to fucking God, if that Lawrence guy just tells on us and says that I did all this, actually, it probably wouldn't even matter. I have really good lawyers. Anyways, yeah. I don't know what the hell that was all about, or I don't know. All I know is that there's the one dude that was in there, and I spoke to him a little bit, and then he fell asleep, and I don't know what Lawrence is going to do about them, and like they're going to wake up and be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
They all just like all three of them just fell asleep.
Yeah, they all just fell asleep right in front of me. I don't know what made them do that, but they just fell asleep. And then they were like, "Oh, why aren't you asleep? Who are you?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm Grayson. I just told you I was. I wrote it down on the piece of paper." And also, why would they know me? Have they not listened to Crazy Purple Day? You've heard Crazy Purple Day, right? My band?
Yes.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, you roll a deception check.
Yeah.
Well, Howie, have you?
Yep.
That's a 7.
I got a 16.
Yeah, he's totally heard of it.
Oh man, really appreciate it. How long you been listening to us? Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know how deep you go if you're one of our OG fans or anything like that.
I guess I think
2017 is when we started.
I mean, 2017. Okay, so I've been listening since like 2018-ish.
Okay.
It was like my junior year,
Okay.
of high school.
Like close to when our first EP dropped. That's nice. Awesome.
Yeah, like it was called like something. Oh, it's really good. I really like the first single from it. It was called like.
Oh, that was my buddy Brandon made it. The thought of that song. What was it? That's someone else I haven't talked to in a while. I think it was something about some ex-girlfriend they had. I think it was just called like Jennifer or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was called Jennifer. I don't remember. Like that was. I mean, I'm not like the person that like I'm like the final person that says like, all right, we gotta put this on here. But that was one I was like, but he really liked it. And other guys liked it. So we're like, yeah, we'll put it on our EP.
Heath is gonna chime in and go, are we gonna just gloss over the fact that we killed 2 people?
Well, we got distracted, but Keith, what are your thoughts? We just killed someone.
Why did we kill 2 people?
It was self-defense. They hit us first.
I thought that we were just. But didn't they have information about the disappearances?
Well, I was gonna ask, but they were gonna put me to sleep, and they put the other dudes to sleep.
Well, those you said you signed a paper. What about those?
What about those?
Well,
the other people?
Yeah, did they sign them?
I mean, I assume so. Was I able to see it was like this like 3 other names written down on that piece of paper that I signed?
Well, I mean, it was an individual paper.
Oh, okay.
But like you could assume that everybody had signed them.
I mean, yeah, there was those other 3 people that were there before me, so I assume they probably signed off on this day. And they had a lot of papers, and they were just like handing them out. They're like, "Here you go, sign this." And I was like, "All right." So I did that. But yeah, I didn't think this ballpoint pen that I got many years ago from my parents would end up killing someone.
Wait, you killed somebody with a pen?
Yeah, I just have this pen. It's just nice to have a pen around. And
And now it's covered in blood.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I should wash that.
Yeah,
Kind of
you might want to
rinse it.
like rinse that out at least.
Yeah. You guys, you've definitely made it into the history building, and you're just like standing in front of the elevator.
Okay,
You've probably been standing in front of the elevator for a while.
I'm gonna try and get the elevator to work.
You can very easily, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's new. And then I'm gonna press the button with the magic button.
It you press the button, it starts to move. It shakes, but it didn't do that before.
It didn't shake before.
It didn't shake before, but it makes its way there, and you guys enter. And Grayson, when you step out of the elevator, you know magic is real now.
I know it's real.
Like you step out of the elevator and you are in somewhere that doesn't make sense to be. It looks like you're outside. It also looks like there's like a ton of stuff going on, a classroom, a library, like some like a little science area in the over in the back, like.
What the fuck is this place?
That's a good question. It's the history building.
What kind of? All right, I'm pretty sure I didn't take any sort of anything before I left to go to this club meeting. So I don't know what I would be on, but this is not. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing, or I'm tripping balls. I don't know. I kind of rub my eyes a little bit, just try to
Keith goes, you see a grass in the sky, but there's also bookshelves, right? Because I see that.
I also see that, Keith. I also see that. There's sky and gardens, but also we're in a science lab.
Are we all tripping balls right now? What the fuck?
Grayson,
that elevator?
We're not tripping balls.
No.
I don't think. I'm not. I don't think.
I don't understand why. This is just what was that book I read as a kid?
What book?
Chronicles of Narnia?
Of Narnia?
Narnia! This is just like that, dude. You go into a different world. This isn't really happening. I know this isn't really happening.
And we're gonna cut over back to Lawrence and Duncan with a ton of bodies.
Okay, D. What I want you to do is blindfold and wrap the hands and legs of these 3 men. If they wake up, we're gonna have big fucking problems.
You want us to kidnap these people?
No. I just want to make sure that they can't see and they can't escape.
Let me...
Because if they do that, that's going to cause issues.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
And Duncan is going to as well.
13.
Okay, so you two are able to piece together that they threw a spell at them and they're not going to be waking up for a while. You're able to piece together by going back through the PowerPoint and seeing what was happening, that it was the mix of hypnosis and a spell, but you also know that the 2 people who you were fighting didn't have magic, so you don't know where they got the spell from.
Well then, this raises a lot of questions. Who the hell is auctioning off their magic hypnosis slideshows? That's a big fucking question.
Sounds like
but anyway,
class. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah, and I thought my classes were bad sometimes. God. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna call the dean.
Good idea. I'm gonna move the bodies into the same area.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. Don't get your fingerprints on them. That's dangerous.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna pull out my phone and dial the dean hotline.
The dean hotline.
Mm-hmm.
Do you call the
Info man.
dean's office or do you call like the dean's
Cell phone.
cell phone? Cell phone?
Cell phone.
Okay.
It's emergency line.
It's like, yeah. Okay, so after like 5 rings, you're like positive she's not gonna answer. At the very last minute, she answers and goes, "Hello, who is this?"
This is Lawrence.
Lawrence, yes. Sorry. What's going on?
We have an issue. We have a big issue.
Last time you called me with a big issue, it was just because Amanda had the last donut.
I bought those donuts specifically so everybody could have one. She had 3. Dean, okay, this is a monumental, gigantic issue.
Mm-hmm.
Blood has been spilled.
Literally.
Where are you?
The biology club room.
Okay, 1 second. She hangs up. And a few moments later.
D, she's on her way. I think. Hopefully.
Duncan goes, I totally heard that you had to introduce yourself to the dean and that she didn't have your number saved in her phone, and I'm not gonna tell anybody, I promise.
It's secure line. It's secure. I don't have to justify myself, D.
Nope, you're good. You don't have to.
Okay.
And at that moment, the dean teleports in. She has a robe on and a wine glass in her hand, but she teleports in.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I said there was a monumental, gigantic issue,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect you to catch you in bathtub attire.
Well, that's what happens when you call me and it's the evening.
I point to the dead bodies in the corner of the room.
She goes over to them and investigates them and goes, "Oh, Emily and Amanda, yes. Why are they dead?"
Someone thought that jabbing a ballpoint pen into their jugular would not kill them for some reason.
Was that you?
No, it was the hobo.
Hobo.
Grayson.
Yes, Grayson.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hughes. Yeah. He stabbed them with a pen and a knife, not expecting them to die. So, yeah.
I've done that before. Well, they've definitely been dead for longer than I can like do something with. So I think that they're gonna be dead. Do you want me to like dispose of them?
Preferably. Make sure the blood's gone, make sure the bodies are gone. If you could maybe like read their post-mortem brains for any signs of like extra magical influence on their minds.
I'm just gonna have Duncan do that part.
I look at Duncan.
Duncan goes, "That's kind of what the history club's for. Research, you know."
Yeah, fair. All right. Yeah. That would work. Yeah. Just so that no culpability can be raised onto me or the people I was with.
Easy. Consider it done.
Okay. I'm concerned about how easy it was to convince you that this was a justifiable act, but lack standards.
Things happen sometimes.
Lack standards are the least of our worries right now. Dean, we may have found out why. Well, we may have had a breakthrough in the disappearances case.
Oh? Which one?
All of them. We found a commonality.
Oh?
This club.
This club?
Mm-hmm. It seems a good majority, if not all of them, had some involvement in this biology club. in the past years that the disappearances have taken place.
Well, you did just kill the founders of the club, so consider it finished.
I point to the PowerPoint. They didn't seem to exhibit any magical functions or abilities,
Oh
but
yeah,
they
no,
somehow
they didn't have
had.
magic.
And no, they somehow had access to a hypnotic sleep PowerPoint slideshow,
Those are
which
not easy to come by.
no. So they had some sort of magical contact, and I believe this club was not a simple catch and kill. It was some sort of kidnapping operation or a front for something much, much worse.
Well, when you figure it out, let me know. Bye.
I'll do.
And
I'll
she
do-
is like pushes you guys out of the room so she can begin getting rid of all of this.
Uh-huh. All right. Make sure you don't kill the 3 guys who are just asleep in there. They didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, they're gonna wake up in their beds and think this was all a dream.
All right, that works. I closed the door behind me. I really
Duncan,
wish she was a little more professional.
Duncan goes, have you had to call her about murders a lot?
Not often.
Okay, not often, but
No.
it's happened before?
It's happened before. Things happen. Crazy shit occurs. You should know.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Oh, was it because of that one night when like
Yes.
Oh,
It was because
yeah.
of the one night.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I got
Yes.
it. Yep, okay.
Okay. All right. And it's not like you haven't had some sort of rogue person discover magic and like, wow, I'm going to just shoot off a lightning bolt and not
Yeah,
have
no.
a gigantic issue. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hot. Meet the kettle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fine. Let's just go back to the room.
Okay. You guys start walking over, and as you do, Duncan is like silent for a little bit and then goes, I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I've been working.
You've been working for a while.
Yes, because there's work to be done. This just because you're doing good work like discovering magic and shit doesn't mean it's not completely fucking dangerous. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
We know magic is dangerous. That's why we're studying it.
Right. But like you bring people in, you tell them about the extremely dangerous shit, and
It'd be more dangerous if they didn't know.
This is where we disagree, D. This is where we disagree.
Remember what happened?
Say if nobody knew.
You didn't know. Remember what happened? And then we found out, and then we told you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if nobody knew anything and nobody had these things awaken in them, then we wouldn't have any of these conversations. 2 people wouldn't be dead today.
Well, okay, look at Howie. Look at Keith. Nobody told them about magic, but they still exhibited signs. Yeah. They figured it out on their own, and then we just confirmed that.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be better to give them the resources to learn in a safe way rather than them just do magic and things go crazy?
I'm saying we should figure out what's causing the magic and we should fucking destroy it.
Destroy it?
Destroy it!
You have magic.
I realize I have magic, but if I didn't have magic, I would still feel the same way.
I disagree.
I know you disagree. This is why we don't hang out anymore, dude.
Okay.
All right.
Press the button in the elevator. Ding opens up, and you guys exit.
All right. All right. I'm gonna find Howie, Keith, and Grayson.
Okay.
Just around the room.
Yeah, where are
I'm
you
just like-
guys?
I feel like I probably would have pulled over to one of the lab tables again,
Okay.
kind of away from the people who were doing an experiment.
They're not there anymore.
Oh, they're not. Is anyone here?
There's the people here just seem to be studying. They're at like the tables with like laptops up or books,
Mhm.
or they're sitting reading by the library. No one's saying anything. It seems to be that they're mostly studying.
Yeah, I probably would have pulled over to one of the lab tables away from everyone.
Howie, Keith.
Lawrence, are you seeing what all this shit also?
Yes. Yes, I've been here multiple times before.
Grayson, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. You're not.
Believe me.
You might be
What?
high.
Believe me, I was very skeptical the first time I came in here. I thought we were just outside. This is both inside and outside at the same time. And also neither of those things at the same time.
That was a mouthful. I don't even know where to start with that sentence. I don't know what you guys are up to or what all this is about, but I mean, I must be tripping balls, dude. I don't even know.
Uh-huh. That would explain why you thought you could just fucking stab someone in the neck and not have them die.
I stabbed them in the back, dude. I was hidden. I wasn't gonna go into the neck.
It's still the body, you hobo.
I'm not a hobo. I'm wearing decent clothing, dude.
When was the last time you took a shower?
Literally this morning.
So you said.
I'm telling you, I took a shower this morning.
Say. Either way.
You look like the type of dude
yes.
who take baths every day, every night.
Hey,
Ooh.
don't you fucking throw that at me. Either way, we're getting sidetracked again. You killed the person. The back is still the body. Veins exist everywhere in the body. Major arteries, all
Keith
everywhere.
goes, wait, Lawrence, weren't you stabbed too? Are you okay?
It didn't actually hit the vital organs. It hit around the vital organs.
But you're just walking
like-
with a gaping wound.
You're just
And I like
blood
pull
gushing.
up the shirt, and it's like a bunch of like scabbed over, like crusty blood.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Put that
Uh,
away,
It,
that's gross.
it happens.
Keith walks up to you and does.
Don't you fucking touch it. Don't you fucking touch it.
Okay, I won't touch it, but I'm gonna touch you.
Oh, dude, I'd say take that somewhere else.
You could have said that a little better, Keith. You could have maybe thought that through a
Yeah.
little bit.
Keith goes,
Yeah, Keith.
touches you, grabs your shoulder, and then does cure wounds.
Okay.
So you're back to full.
Okay, thank you.
Well, listen, you guys. I didn't do this to Lawrence. All right, he's saying about I killed this person, and who killed the other girl? I didn't kill both of them. Wasn't it you, Keith? You killed the other person.
I had something to do with it. It wasn't just me.
That was Duncan who stabbed them.
Listen,
Duncan had
What
the
I
final
think-
blow.
I think what we should take away from this is that we're all a part of this. We all caused this. We all took in part of these two girls being killed.
So maybe we
Alright.
take a step back. Lawrence, is Duncan here in this conversation?
Duncan had stepped away, but you can go grab him.
What do
I
you
think-
need?
What exactly were they doing? They fell asleep, or they put people to sleep, and then we barged in and we killed them. And that is all I know at this point.
Okay. So, what Dee told me, the disappearances that have been happening over the past 4 years have a commonality. That commonality is that they all had some level of involvement in that biology club, even though there was never documentation of a trip to Florida actually happening.
All of the
Obviously.
disappearances?
Every name. I like turn over to Duncan. That's right. Every person
Duncan, who's like straight up across the room, walks to you and goes, "Sorry, what did you say?"
Every person and commonalities of the kidnappings.
Yeah,
disappearances?
there were 8 disappearances over the course of 4 years. All 8 of them signed up for this information meeting for this Florida trip.
Exactly. What he
Cap,
said.
would I know the gaps of time in between the disappearances?
Yeah, you definitely would.
Okay, what generally speaking are they? Or is there like any large gaps at all in between any of them?
So it's 8 people over 4 years.
Right.
So it's like it's scattered. So it's like mainly 1 or 2 a year.
So there's no like pattern. There's no like one person disappears like every June or
No,
every...
there's no pattern.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot more sense because the most recent guy that got kidnapped was a buddy of mine, Cliff. I remember not a whole lot, but I just remember him saying about how he's a part of that club, and that's primarily the reason why I even went to that sign up, that call out meeting. I wasn't actually interested in going to being a part of marine biology or going to Florida. I've been to Florida plenty of times already.
Keith goes, "Wait, does that mean the whole marine biology club is bad? Because I really like marine biology."
Yeah,
you can
dude.
establish a marine biology club next semester.
Okay, I might do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't call it the Marine Biology Club. At this point, I feel like they got some bad PR going. Maybe we rebrand a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Maybe it's like the Starfish
marine,
Club or something.
Starfish.
Marine life. Yeah. Starfish.
Yeah.
I like that. Starfishes and fishes.
Yeah. Starfish and fishes.
And Fishes Club. Yeah, that could be
Life in
fun.
the Ocean Club.
Yeah, the Life in the Ocean Club.
Life in the Ocean Club.
Yeah.
Oceanic Life Study Club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so these are we'll put these on like a board and we'll kind of workshop it a little bit.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out the papers again that I took away, and I'm gonna try and rifle through them and kind of, now that I'm not like just, I'm gonna like actually spend some time like going through them.
Yeah, now you can do an investigation check with advantage because Keith is going to help you.
Oh, perfect. That is a 23.
Well, okay, you get everything. So basically, when you're looking over these papers, they purposely made the font very small so that people didn't know what they were signing.
Mm-hmm.
But it basically stated that if you sign this, that means at any point within the year, you had the potential to enter another hypnotic state and walk out into the forest.
Jesus Christ.
That it doesn't work on everyone, that it doesn't work on most people, but there is a chance that that would happen.
And that is that in the contract, like in the type?
Yeah.
Okay. They were making fucking literal sleeper agents.
Well, they were making them sign contracts. That's what it was.
God, not only are they murderers and kidnappers, they're lawyers too.
Almost worse. Almost worse.
I signed off on that too, dude.
Wait, so you signed it? So there's a chance then that you can just walk off into the woods, the deep, dark, scary woods.
I mean, maybe, but it seemed like all the other people there were feeling this influence to sleep and all that stuff, and it wasn't fazed by me. I didn't feel anything, so.
Maybe, since you're... Grayson, are you magically capable?
What? No. Why would I
Duncan
be...
looks at you with wide eyes when you say no.
What? No.
Duncan,
why would I...
You have to be magically capable to enter this space, don't you?
No, you have to be magically capable to use the elevator, but I guess because he was with Howie and Keith, it was fine, but
okay.
How did you get involved in this if you're not magic?
Listen, the only reason I was at least somewhat involved, or at least with the marine biology place, was just that I have a buddy named Cliff. Cliff used to go to school here. He just graduated this last year. And then a little while later, I basically heard that he disappeared. And I just knew that he was a part of that club. And I wasn't at all interested in it. I just wanted to see if anyone else knew who Cliff was, other people in that actual club, and if they knew where he might have went. Because we were in a band together, and I've known him for countless years now, and I haven't heard from him in a while, so it worries me. So that's why it went. But you're talking about this magic stuff. I don't know what the fuck this place is that we're in right now. I don't know what you mean in terms of magic. If you're trying to say about, like, becoming the next David Copperfield or something like that, David Blaine. If you want to try to go for that, I mean, I didn't know you can go to school for something like that. But cool. You do you, and I'm sure at some point you'll have your own show in Vegas. That's cool, but I'm not trying to do any sort of magic or anything like that. I'm just trying to find my friend.
Grayson, this isn't some sort of trick.
I turned to Duncan. Is this what I sounded like when
You sounded like this, but imagine, first of all, you saying it in your whiny voice. And second of all, like times 100.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Grayson, I can assure you, from one skeptic to another, we're not fucking with you. This isn't stage magic. This is crazy, do all kinds of weird shit type of magic.
So you all do crazy magic shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that one, but sure.
Okay, so
he's new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of, all right. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll just let it out there. I don't know. When I first came to this school, I kind of thought, okay, it's called Arcania, whatever you want to call it, university. Arcane, that's like magic. So I was like, oh, I don't know. Is this like Harry Potter? Like, is it Hogwarts? And I was like, no, it's just like any other school. So I guess it kind of makes sense that there's actual magic. But I don't know, man. This isn't what I actually imagined. I didn't think it was like this whole place, and I don't even know, man. I still think I'm just dreaming, or this is not even real. I'll be quite honest with you guys.
You usually have dreams where you kill people?
Fuck you. No, I don't have dreams about killing people. This isn't like every day wake up, I'm like, ooh, who am I going to kill? No, I didn't think I was going to kill her, all right? They attacked us, so I'm going to attack them. You guys attacked too. We all attacked. I just happened to hit a little too hard, I guess. I didn't expect that. I've never killed someone before.
I mean, you did a good job, at least.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a good job.
No, wait. I should be saying thank you for that. This is not good though. I can't. Lawrence, you didn't
straight to
say
the
anything
adrenal
to
artery too. Yeah.
Okay, but besides, Lawrence, you didn't say anything to that dean, right? About me killing anyone, right? You said you had this under control.
Of course I did.
I'm gonna roll.
She's a very trustworthy dean.
I'm gonna roll another insight
You
check.
can go to her at any point now.
You're gonna
discuss.
You're rolling an insight check to see if Lawrence was telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you roll?
20.
Well, yeah, he's telling the truth. He told the dean.
I don't lie about these things. Well, not to someone who understands. So, yes, I told her the details of what happened.
You're just not very good at lying, I think, Lawrence. I think that's what I've learned from you.
I'm not going to lie to my employer.
Okay, but also I don't want to be thrown under the bus for something like this. I had no idea or did not intend to do at all.
Hey, Duncan chimes up. Hey, I also killed someone, so.
Accidental murder, Grayson, is still murder. So,
Lawrence, he was defending himself.
hey, I'm not saying that, you know, it wasn't self-defense or he's culpable in this. I'm just saying that, yeah, even though you didn't mean to, you have killed someone.
Okay.
Not saying that makes you a bad person or anything. I'm just saying, we're gonna have to tread carefully now, because we might have pissed off something or someone or some organization who was working with them and kidnapping them as some sort of front. We may have made a gigantic enemy today. Who is to say?
So, Duncan, you guys have been researching magic forever.
Yeah.
Do you guys know anything about the bio? Like, has this the first really you guys have heard about the biology? Like, who else has magic?
Just us.
And Dean.
And the dean. If you have magic, you get inducted into the history club, and more often than not, you stay here and research it with us.
And what if you don't? They just fuck off?
Well, I mean, in the past there have been ways to get rid of your magic, but we don't do that anymore.
So, but there's no prior knowledge of
the biology club being bad?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We knew the biology club. We were looking into the disappearances, and then we noticed that Cliff was a part of the biology club, and so we looked into that, and we saw that the Florida trip was sketchy, and we thought it was like some weird scam that he came across, and then we noticed that everyone had to do with it.
I mean, is there anyone associated with the bio club we can go? Like, do they have like a faculty advisor, or are there other students that we know of who are part of it?
Keith chimes up and goes, well, biology is like my major. So yeah, I can help with that.
Okay.
What are we gonna tell them when the fact we're gonna like talk to them, be like, hey, I want this, and I'd be like, oh, why don't you go speak with those two girls? Oh my god, they're fucking dead now.
I just now realized it's probably going to be added to the unofficial list of disappearances that have happened on campus. Well, boys, we've gotten the tally up to 10.
Go us. Look at us go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just thinking too, because if Cliff was a part of that, he signed off on whatever the fuck it was, the Florida trip thing or whatever. And that small text that they says that you can like be hypnotized or whatever, go to the forest. Fuck, I did that too. Now I'm
But you didn't fall asleep at any point.
But who knows how long this is gonna last? I don't think it's I don't know. It could still be something that just continues for I don't know how long.
Well, Grayson,
I didn't really want this to go this way.
Hate to say it, but you might want to take your naps in this room where you can have an eye kept on you.
Yeah, well, I really don't nap ever, Lawrence, but if I will, I'll let you know and you can take care of me, all right?
Yeah.
Cat.
What tell Dean about that?
Duncan says, it's probably not a bad idea to have someone watching over you. And maybe we put like a tracker on you so that if you do disappear, we can follow you.
Tracker?
You're gonna put a chip on me? Wait, okay. How about this? This is a lot easier. You guys know that whole find my location thing on your phone, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just, I'll exchange contact info with you guys, and you guys can watch me there. How about that? I don't want you to plant something in me. Unless, I don't know what you're talking. I just was not expecting this is how my night was going to go. I was just going to ask about Cliff a little bit with his club, and I was going to go home and listen to some music and just fall asleep and just. This is not how I was expecting to go at all. If you guys want to track me, sure. I don't care. It's probably best.
Yeah,
do it. Yes. Sure. I give you consent.
All right.
Duncan walks over to another bench and then calls Howie over.
I'll go over.
He goes, so you're good with your hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and he pulls out like a thing that you put on like a dog collar so that you can find your dog if they go missing.
Okay.
He goes, can we like modify this into something so that we can put it on Grayson?
Yeah, I think so. Grayson, can you remind me of like what like you're wearing?
Yeah, so I mean, like, he has some stuff that looks a lot more like raggedy, or I guess stuff that looks like he got from like thrift stores, like Goodwills and stuff like that. But he also has a couple of like actual designer stuff, which is like very like so it's like what I imagine him is that he wears kind of a longish, kind of dark green jacket, like a trench coat kind of thing, not like not like one that goes all the way down to his legs, but like just below the waist a little bit. And just a lot of different layers between like a sweater and just like just other tees. But his actual sweater is like somewhat of like a designer brand. Like it's like very nice compared to everything else he wears.
Right.
So kind of like a mock sweatshirt. Like it's like not a turtleneck, but like it's, if you know what mock tees are, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. I was wearing one yesterday.
Yeah, they're great.
So Harry will.
You're gonna give me a choker?
I'm not gonna give you a choker. Chill out. He's gonna pull out. He's gonna kind of reach into his bag and pull out some string, or not some, like probably not some string, like wire or something like that.
Yeah.
Fashion it into a necklace and tie that just around the tile, and just hand it to Howie, or not Howie, Grayson. I'm Howie. Hand it to Grayson and say, "Try this for now, and maybe we can make it into something else later."
All right. Yeah.
Keith goes, oh my gosh, you guys have friendship bracelets.
No, he has a friendship bracelet. I do not.
Well, it's necklace technically, but yeah.
A friendship necklace. Yeah. They put beads on there that said like "friends forever," though.
You did put that?
No.
Oh. All right. Thanks, Howie. Sure, I'll wear this. I mean, I'll keep in touch with you guys. I mean, like, if for whatever reason you don't hear from me, I guess you can check this and see where it is. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll wear it. Should I like put this in my inventory somewhere, like to have it down? I can do that, can I?
You can. You could just put it in the notes, honestly, and
Okay.
I will like make something on D&D Beyond, and I'll send it to you.
Okay. Cool.
But Duncan turns to Grayson and goes, "Are you on your way out? Because I want to talk to you really quick."
Yeah, I can stay. What's up?
He'll just like walk you back to your apartment.
Oh, okay. Where do you live? Do you live closer?
Well, I mean, I typically just like stay here, but I do have like a dorm.
Oh, okay.
But so when I was checking out like what was going on with like the contracts and with the people who like have gone missing, no one disappeared. Only 2 people like per year really disappeared. And within that, like the other like 30 so people who like have like signed these contracts, they weren't affected. So their chances are you're not going to be affected. but we don't know that for sure.
Yeah, that's.
But I think that if nothing happens within a year, that you're safe.
Great. 1 whole year. I just have to worry about this.
Right, and
Main
then
point, just going into a forest.
yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah, I don't know if this is what happened with Cliff, my buddy, or if he never got affected and he's just not talking to me ever. I don't know. That's what I hope, at least. I would rather him just not just be ignoring me and he's fine. But I don't know. I really just went to that marine biology thing thinking I was just gonna be able to ask them some questions, try to figure out more about Cliff. And all this happened.
Well,
I'm now a murderer, I guess.
Hey, if you're a murderer, then I'm a murderer.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have good lawyers at least, so maybe it's not too bad.
No one's gonna find out about this. I can guarantee that. The dean's good at something.
And this is it?
Tracks.
Well, I sure hope so. I don't know. Lawrence just...
He's intense sometimes, I know.
Yeah. I don't know how much I can trust him right now, I guess. I understand he works with the dean and stuff like that, but I really can't have people knowing about this with me right now. I really don't have to deal with that.
I've known Lawrence almost the whole time that I've been here. I've known him for like 4 years, and I trust him. He's a lot. He's really intense. There are moments I hate him, but I trust him.
I'll take your word for that. Yeah. So we'll see. I guess I got this tracker thing now. So if anything goes wrong, I guess you guys can be able to see that then, see where I am.
Yeah, me and Howie made it so that if you start going towards the forest, we'll get alerted. We'll know. And then
like an Amber Alert.
Yeah, kind of like a Life 360 notification.
Okay.
And we'll find you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So mechanically, how this is going to work mechanically is that every night before you go to sleep, so just before midnight, you're going to roll a Constitution saving throw. And if you roll in that one, you're heading towards the forest. Anything else and you're fine.
All right.
Oh boy.
The first night I roll a natural one. God, I would hate that. Well, Duncan, I appreciate you doing all this for me. And I guess I'm sorry about all this happening. I guess it wouldn't have mattered either way. Even if it wasn't for us or me being involved, who knows what happened to those 3 other kids. They might have, been the other missing people. So I guess either way, maybe we're doing a good service.
Yeah, we're gonna keep a close eye on those 3 other kids as well.
Yeah, I never even caught the one guy's name that I was sitting next to even. I wonder what he has to say about all this, what it's gonna be like for him. But I guess time will tell. See?
Yeah.
Also, have you always known about the whole magic room stuff and all this magic stuff? How long have you known about this too?
I found out 4 years ago. I found out my freshman year here. Me and my brother, we were, well, We were in the forest. We know we shouldn't have been. That was like the main rule. Don't go in the forest. But what bad can go on in a forest, you know? So we were cutting through and well, something happened. And he didn't make it out. And that's when I found out that magic was real.
I'm surprised I never even heard about it. And I've been here for 4 years now.
Yeah, we try to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Or I don't know if I just never got involved with those kinds of people that would lead me down to something like this. And now I guess I kind of have, so I guess can't really do anything about it, but I guess try to accept it. I still don't know if I even can or if I'm gonna get around to that right away. It's just been a really, 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 really wild night for me. And I was not expecting this at all. So I don't even know what to make of all this. And I don't even know if I have any sort of magic thing. I don't know why I even would. I mean, that's just something that's in all of us. I don't know. It just sounds so, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like something that would actually be real, but
it sounds like a fantasy.
Yeah, kind of, pretty much.
We know very little about magic, but we're trying to learn. So who knows, maybe you do have magic in you. Maybe you don't. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Try to figure it out at least. I don't know. We'll see. But if it's cool with you, I'm pretty beat. That one girl slapped me across the face, and God, I didn't know girls could be so strong.
Don't forget
that stung, and it still does, and I think it'll swell up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna head to bed probably.
All right.
So, well, you have the tracker.
Yeah. Let me grab your phone number as well, so it's not just like.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll give Duncan my phone number.
Exchange contact info. I'm assuming you guys exchange contact info.
Make a group chat.
You made a group chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you just head off to bed. Grayson, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Okay, it's a 13.
You're good.
Well done.
Okay. Lawrence and Howie, you guys are still up in the history building. What's going on?
Okay, Howard. We have multiple avenues in which we can now investigate. Number one, figure out Stacy and Emily's connection with the Marine Biology Club.
They were part of the Marine Biology Club.
Yes.
They were leading it. That's the connection.
Yes, but for what purpose? What's the greater purpose?
Right. Okay, where do we start with that? We can't go to a faculty, anyone.
Mm-hmm.
We got no research on it here.
Maybe ask some sort of academic advisor for them that maybe they put the club together through an academic sponsor. I think that's what they call them. Maybe ask them, maybe ask friends if they ever mentioned anything.
So
try to recruit them even.
Just as I'm thinking through this, so what you want to have happen is these girls, for right now, we'll say disappear.
Yes.
And then the next day we go asking about them.
It's true. We might not want to pursue that line of communication immediately. Once it's decided they've disappeared, then we start asking the questions when everyone else is also asking questions.
I think
We
that's fair. I
slip
would
in.
see what interest there is on
Mhm.
them.
We slip in knowing nothing, but knowing more than anyone else. Okay, that's the most obvious branch. Second, cross referencing the disappearance timetables with when the people who disappeared joined the Marine Biology Club. See if there's some sort of commonality that can be found, or why and when they disappeared when they did. If some sort of call of the void called them into the woods to make them disappear.
Well, I mean, basically, there's two people disappearing every year. That's the only
Right.
sort of pattern. And
Is that a pattern, or is it just coincidence that only two people disappear?
well, I think it's a
every year?
pattern. I mean, Kat, correct me if I'm wrong. On the contract, it said you will be in this agreement for the next year.
Yep.
So it's a pattern. It's not coincidence. The people disappearing each year, at least at some point in the year prior, had signed the contract.
Right. Within 1 year, two people have gone missing, but also think of it like there are 2 club fairs a year.
Mm.
So about one person every semester disappears.
One person per group.
1 person per semester ish.
Hmm.
Like it could be 2 person per 1 semester, 0, 1.
Right. So maybe we should consult someone who didn't get disappeared.
And we see what
Someone who had close contact with one of the previous victims of disappearance.
maybe we see someone who was involved in the bio club but didn't, like, obviously disappear.
Disappear.
Okay.
Exactly.
Keith, do you know
Then
anyone?
they would
Keith goes, well, I mean, this trip has been going on. Well, this trip has been like, we've seen posters for this trip since last year. Like I've always seen it, but I don't know anybody who actually like signed up for it. It always seemed kind of sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can find some sort of sign up list in some sort of archive. But how would we even find that?
That's already been found. Like the people, everybody who's like, all the people who have signed up to be a part of the meeting, that's already been found. That's how they got like a total of 40-ish names, and 8 of them have disappeared. Like that list has been found.
Okay. All right. Then
like Duncan has it.
Okay.
And
we can consult that list then.
So, Lawrence, question.
Mm-hmm.
So, you people here are magic. Can't you guys just like wave your hands and like figure out?
Not the way it works.
That's not helpful.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Think of it more as a Swiss Army knife. A Swiss Army knife has a corkscrew. It has a screwdriver. It has a knife. You know what a Swiss Army knife doesn't have? A gun, or a laser, or a thermonuclear bomb. Same thing with magic.
Yeah, you can't buy that at Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, no. We can do things with magic, but not everything.
That's fair. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, if we could, we would already have the answer, and this would not be a topic of discussion.
That, yeah.
Thirdly, I thought there was going to be a third topic of discussion or investigation. I'll probably remember it later. Oh well.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
someone has been actively trying to cover up I mean, someone ripped off the missing posters on one of the boards outside of the gym. So I don't know, maybe is there like security footage we can get to?
It's possible. I'm gonna ask the dean if I could get that if we can't get it from a legitimate way. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Once we find that, we might have a complete break in the case. So that might be worth investigating first and foremost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't?
Whoever would tear away. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So maybe come.
All right.
What a day is today, Cat?
It's a Tuesday.
A Tuesday. So maybe come tomorrow. Keith and I can go talk to some other bio students and maybe see if they've heard anything, and you can talk to the dean about getting that security footage.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, consult that list of archived
we-
names.
Should we tell Grayson about this plan?
Yeah, we can
We'll
text
throw
him.
him in on the group chat.
We can
Don't
text
worry
him.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Free flow of information here in this club. Yeah. Okay. Consult those names. See who is still on campus but was unaffected by the hypnotism. And I'll try to get that footage of the outside that one poster. Yeah. All right.
Do you all, not Duncan, Lawrence, do you know, and this may just take some research on someone's part, do you guys know what spell was used to make everyone fall asleep?
We usually call that sleep.
Okay, very creative.
The naming schemes of the spell lists of this club can range from hyper pragmatic to fucking dumb. So sometimes you just have to pick and choose. Call it anything you like, honestly. Anything you like.
But we know
Names
what kind of
really
magic it was.
Right.
Okay.
This is a known entity, but the fact that it was laced into a PowerPoint presentation, it's a bit rare. We'll try to figure out if anybody specializes in melding PowerPoint presentations with magic. And if not, then we have a rogue element on our hands.
And we're going to figure out that information next session.
Next session.
Oh.
We've got avenues.
We got
Yes.
avenues, we have
Yes, we do.
options. we
Already,
have
so that
plot
is the
hooks.
first episode, the second episode.
Second.
The second episode of the Reel DnD Podcast. It's been a pleasure, as always, and we will see you again next week.
Woo.
Bye.
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 See ya.